Now, good news, 400 euros to parents that are working here in Italy. The Italian government, they've decided to assist parents that are working here with about 400 euros. So why are they giving working parents this 400 euros? It is because of their children. Now, it is called Bonus CENTRI ESTIVI. So what is this CENTRI ESTIVI? It is an event that Comune normally organize. Most Comune here in Italy, they normally organize it. You know, our children, they will be at home, they will be going for vacation, and they will be at home for about 3 to 4 months. So for these children not to be bored at home, they are not doing anything, they are playing with their phone. So most communes will organize what they call CENTRI ESTIVI, whereby the children can go in the morning, they can play football, they can play tennis, they can play volleyball, they sing, they do piscina, they swim. It's just like an event center that most communes normally organize. And for parents that are also working, you don't know where to keep your children because you need to go to work, so you can also take your children to this place. Most commune, they will open around 7:30 to about 4 o'clock in the evening. That is how they do it in my own commune. So for you to enroll your child in this CENTRI ESTIVI, whereby your children can go and play and know that, you need to pay for it. So all commune have their own different price depending on the commune that you are staying. So the Italian government now said, okay, for us to assist parents to be able to pay for this CENTRI ESTIVI, we are going to give parents 400 euros. So depending on your commune, so I will use my own commune and myself to explain it to you. I stay in Comune di Nogara. No, Comune di Nogara, they are going to organize their own for about 2 months, and their own will start from on the 30th of June up to about 1st of August, which is just 2 months. But the government is saying, okay, we are only going to pay for 1 month for you, which is 400 euros. So if you now decide to go for the 4 months, for the 2 months, you are the one that will pay the extra money, but we are only going to pay you 400 euro for one particular month, which is 100 euro per week. That is not to say, as I have 3 children, that are going to give me 400 euro for one child, 400 euro for one child, 400 euro for the other child. No. For the whole children that you have, whether it is 20 children, it is one child that you have, it is for maximum of 400 euros. So how can you know, how can you enroll for this CENTRI ESTIVI? All you need to do is to call your commune or call the school in your commune and ask them if they are organizing it in your area, whereby the children can also go and be playing and all that. So they will tell you that, okay, yes, we organize it, or we don't organize it, or we team up with another neighboring commune. They will just give you instruction and tell you how to also enroll your children in this CENTRI ESTIVI. And they have so many prize. Like in Nogora where I stay, it is 50 euro per child if the child is above 6 years old, up to about 14 years. It is 50 euro per week for child. While if the child is small, between 3 to 6 years old, the child will pay 72 euro. And it also depend on the hours that I want that child to stay there, which is from 7:30 to about 4 o'clock in Nogara here. So the children, they will also eat there. If I don't want them to eat, I can go and pick them, they'll come home and eat, and also go and drop them again, depending on how your commune actually organize it. So me that have 3 children, I'm going to pay 50, 50, 50, which is 150. But my commune now also said, okay, because I have more than one child, they are going to give me 40% discount for the remaining 2 children. So I will pay 50 euro for one child. The remaining child, I will pay 30 euro. So in my own case, I'm going to be paying 110 euro per week. But government say they are going to assist me with just 100 euro per week. So if I pay 110 euro, the government is going to give me 100 euro. So in my own case, meaning I will not spend the remaining 10 euro from my own pocket, because I paid on 110 and government only gave me back 100 euros. So if my children go like that for up to about 4 weeks, government will going to support me like that for that 4 weeks. So if I don't decide that they should go for 2 months, government is not going to support me for the other 1 month. So how does the payment, how does it actually work? Now they are going to use Easy. So the government now said, okay, if your Easy is less than 8,000 euro, they are going to give you the full 100 euro per week. So if the amount you spend is 110, like in my own case, government is going to give me only 100 euro out of that money. That is if my Easy is less than 8,000. Then that's okay. If your Easy is more than 8,000, but it's not more than 24,000, where government is said they are going to pay only 95%. So if I spend 100, if I spend 110, government is only going to give me 95 euro. So if my Easy is also more than 24,000 and is not more than, if it is more than 24,000 up to about 32,000, they say they are going to pay me only 90%. So if I spend 110, government is only going to give me 90 euro. So that is how the payment works. So if you also spend 50 euro, they are going to give you, based on your Easy, the percentage of your Easy 100% of 50 euro, of 95% of 50 euro, or 90% of 50 euro, depending on the category of your easy. So after you have enrolled, the first thing is that you are the one that will pay for this week. Then you now go to CAF to do the domanda. They call it bonus CENTRI ESTIVI, or you can also go to CAF first to get more information before you enroll your child. So the receipt that you use to pay, you submit it with CAF. CAF will now help you apply to IMSS, and within 15 days they will give you back this money that you spent. That is for if you are interested. Nobody is forcing you. So please share this video so that we get to as many parents as possible. And don't also forget to use tap send. That happens to be the best app everybody are now using to send money to Nigeria. Please, if you put my promo code heroes tv, they will dash you 5 euro in your first transaction. You can get tap send from Apple Store or from Play Store. If you have problem using tap send, write it in the comment section and I will contact you personally. Thank you and God bless you.